guys, so here's something a little different for this channel. I thought I would do a review of this stunning guitar from Paul Reed Smith here. This is a P22. All the guitars are incredible. I mean, anyone who knows anything about Paul Reed Smith will know that PRS guitars are made to the very, very top standards, and quite a lot of the process is done by hand, and lots of very careful wood selections and incredible, impeccable design. So I wanted to show you a guitar that is quite different to, say, their standard electrics or standard solid electrics. Is that this P22 here has a Piezo system or Piezo system here in the bridge. So basically that's rather similar to what you might find in an electroacoustic guitar. It gives you another scope to adding extra sounds to your tonal palette. So for a live musician, for example, or a gigging musician, this could be extremely handy because you have one guitar that does several different things. Namely, if you listen here, we have an electric. So beautiful sounding electric as always, very characteristic, gnarly, mid-rangey PRS tone. And if you flip this switch up, you'll notice I have two plugs here because I'm recording one direct and one to an amp. We have a Piezo pickup sound. So that's a really pleasing, amazing sound considering we're using very light gauge strings here compared to an acoustic. We're using gauge 10, I'm using gauge 10, and you still get a very heavy, solid sound from that, which you wouldn't maybe expect. And I was quite impressed. I can't believe just how lifelike this sounds. So if you were in a gigging situation, you can route it so that you have either one jack which goes, this is your mix jack, so your sort of standard electric pickups and the Piezo can be routed through here and then switched on and off via a toggle, or you can have a Piezo only jack here, which is this one here. I've got it set up this way because I'm recording, this one is going to an amplifier and this one's going straight into Pro Tools, so you can hear the direct sound of the Piezo pickup. But if I unplug it, I have the option of running a Piezo pickup through my amplifier, which sounds like this. Maybe not the best representation since we have gain a bit of drive on that channel, but if you switch on this awesome little switch in the middle position, you have a blend control here. So you can go from straight Piezo all the way down to straight electric. So I found this is really cool because you can actually, if you listen to just the middle pickup on this guitar, you get a very nice tone. And then if you switch on the blend here and somehow add just a tiny bit of Piezo, you suddenly start to get a slightly more rounded mid-range to that tone. It's the standard electric, and if I blend a little bit, just rounds it off and takes a bit of the bite away, which I found quite interesting here. It's a very subtle sound, but if you listen to my latest cover, Earth Song, where I used this guitar, I actually did use that for one of the verses. I used this sound where it's just slightly switched in, slightly blended with a Piezo sound, which is really quite cool. Let me just run you through some of the standard magnetic pickups here and what they sound like. They sound really beautiful. I can't remember which pickups these are. I'll put them around me somewhere, but they are beautiful, beautiful sounding pickups. So here's the bridge pickup. we switch on the neck pickup, we have a really beautiful, musical, very rounded bell-like tone, which I believe is attributed to the fact that this is a 22 fret guitar. If you listen to my Custom 24, which is over here that I use in all the videos, it's got a slightly more mid-rangey gnarl to the neck pickup, not the same roundness that this 22 has, and there's a real dynamic sort of clarity to this guitar. So if you listen here, this is the sort of sound we're getting. It's a really beautiful, sort of like very deep, rich sound. And if we switch over here, we have in-between pickups, the in-between positions. And if we go to the middle pickup, which you heard earlier, you get this beautiful, I love this tone for lead sometimes. When you back down the tone a bit, it gives you a very... really gorgeous sound. And if we go over to the fourth position, so that's a blend of these two pickups, we get an even brighter, sort of like more metallic, zesty sound. So if you listen to the bridge pickup now, wide open, it's a very throaty, mid-rangey sound, as is typical of PRS, but at the same time it's got sort of like a bite to it when you've got the tone wide open, which is really lovely. Listen again, we've got... Really beautiful, very sort of like shrill tone when you want it to be, but it's got some sort of soul to it. And as soon as you back down the tone control, you get this instant Santana, which is of course he's one of my favourite players, and it's the sort of tone that I've always tried to emulate my whole life really. It's just got this, still too bright if we turn it down. There we go. One thing I really do want to talk about with this guitar, which I found quite stunning, I've played this PRS here. This is my beloved, if I can do a little flip, my Custom 24. It's a beautiful guitar. I've been using it for ages, and really since I got this, which is about 5 years ago now, I haven't really given any other PRS a play. I haven't actually played or heard any other PRSs, not very many of them anyway. So it's been 5 years of sort of development in terms of PRS since I last played a PRS, between then and now, kind of so to speak. And one thing that I couldn't believe with this guitar was, I was saying to Jez of PRS, I was saying that there is an incredible sort of openness and zestiness and a sustain that this guitar has, just even acoustically. You know, you just listen, it's just got this amazing, just rings and rings and rings, and you can feel it just vibrating throughout the whole piece of wood, which is the mark of a really great guitar. It's a very contiguous piece as an instrument, lots of little bits, but it's all strung together harmoniously. And it really impressed me because I don't use much distortion or much gain in my playing, but you get so much natural sustain from this instrument. It's crazy if you just listen to any notes. So we just go ahead and play this. Just keeps going. Just keeps going. It's incredible. Really, really impressive. So a couple of design features which lend to that incredible sustain are the new tuning posts. There are brass contacts now between the tuning post of the guitar and the string itself. Something that Paul Reed Smith is saying about brass that seems to sort of lend to that sustain and better conductivity of the sound through the instrument. And it really seems to be true. And there's a new, the nut is made of a new sort of composite material. I think it may be a glass composite. It's an incredible matching of parts. It really does give an incredible sustain to the instrument. All in all, I'm extremely impressed with this instrument. I think it's a really beautiful, I mean, even the neck profile, it feels lovely. The woods are amazing, as always with PRS. Not sure if you can see it here, but this is actually a translucent finish. You can see a stunning maple top underneath, a flame maple top. The new bird designs are really beautiful too. It's sort of like a cream outline and then sort of filled in with an abalone shell, which is really beautiful. And yeah, new tuners, which are sort of like half open at the back. They've got the cases off. I think they look really cool. Stability is incredible. They're locking tuners as usual. But yeah, this guitar just never goes out of tune. This combination of hardtail bridge and the amazing new locking tuners is very, very stable and reliable. Very impressive. If you listen to me bending there, I'm bending this string. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was a bit informative, and yeah, go and check out the P22. It's an incredible guitar from PRS. It's a Swiss Army knife in terms of what you can do with it. The tonal possibilities are almost limitless with this Piezo switching system, where you have sort of like magnetic only, Piezo only, or the blend control, which is really cool. So yeah, let's play out on a little jam of something here. I'm just going to do a quick loop here to play out the video, and I hope you enjoy it.